Okay, what's up, everyone? What's up? This is weird. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with my stream key. Thank you so much to Dance Express. Let's see if this still works. Thank you so much for telling me, because there's a thing in OBS. There's a stream key. And if you do not have the correct stream key set up, you're going to go to the wrong live. What's up? What's up? Where's the main lady? I'm right here. Carve it up. Oh my word, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me now? Can you always hear me now? I hope so. Pop out the chat. Okay, let me know in the comments if you can hear me at all. This is bad. Hello. Okay, cool. Oh my word. Sorry, you guys thought I was doing a freaking 12-hour live stream now? No. That's for a different day. OBS. And these stream keys. Oh my word. Dudes, you missed the coolest. Okay, there I am. Yes, hello everyone. Carve it up. Now, I have something special for you. Okay, and there's the link. Yes, I put the merch up and everything. Oh my word, Dance Express Productions, you saved my life. I had no idea what was going on. I just saw all the stuff, and then I went to my YouTube on my phone, and I'm like, why does it say I'm doing the 12-hour one? That's for another day. September 3rd, I am doing a 12-hour true crime live stream. But tonight, we are here. I'll start again. Lena, I'm so sorry you have to go through this page again. I've just read the whole of page 22. Watch this. Are you ready? Oh, damn it. I've got to open this again. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do the... Okay. This one. Hold on. This one. Then we gotta... I made a whole little window thing for you guys. Hold on. Here we go. There you go. I made that for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me put this here so I can see what on earth is going on. Okay, so, wow. I literally got to start over because I was doing a whole little speech on the wrong stream. So I'm doing page 22, 23, 24, and 25 tonight. Got to work through these pages today and tomorrow. 4 pages today, 4 pages tomorrow. And poor Lena will hear this again because she's just listened to me ramble on for 15 minutes on the wrong stream. Carve it up, baby. I also have what's over here. Baby boy. Baby boy, carve it up. Okay? So, with regard to Watts planting evidence, after he murdered Shanann, he threw her cell phone and Apple Watch on the couch. If he had planned it, he would have taken her items out to the oil tank site with him. And the very next sentence he says, he took off Shanann's wedding ring and put it on the counter so it looked like she didn't want to fix their marriage and wanted a divorce. So he didn't plan it, but he did put her wedding ring on the counter so that it would look like something like this dude. He contradicts himself like literally sentence to sentence, right? He threw the therapy book away in the trash so it looked like she believed nothing would work in their marriage. I remember one of you was saying NK probably threw that in the trash. It was like a self-help book on relationships. He may have gone down to the basement to get trash bags. Motion alarm on the basement door. He does not recall going downstairs to work out that morning. So when he says he may have gone down there to get trash bags, unlikely, it's probably in the kitchen. But he doesn't recall going downstairs that morning because the motion alarm was set, which, does that mean someone else was down there or what? That's interesting. Okay. So, with regard to what he did after he went into the house that afternoon of Monday, August 13th, 2018, Watts was in the house for approximately 1 minute before he went to the front door and opened it for law enforcement. I believe it was like a minute 20, minute and a half, something like that. He went in through the garage door and then opened the front door. He ran upstairs and pretended to look around for Shanann and the girls. I don't think that's what he was doing because nobody could see him. So why is he saying that? Anyways, Atkinson's son found Shanann's cell phone, which is also not, I don't think he calculated that. I think he stuffed, remember he put the cell phone in the couch? I don't think he calculated that someone's actually going to dig that out. He was like, oh damn, and then he didn't know the code and all that. With regard to what's looking in the passenger side of Shanann's vehicle when he entered the garage, do you guys say garage or garage? Oh, damn. Okay, you can all hear me. Claire says, was getting worried here. Me too. Carve it up. Yes. Yes, merch. Literally, I launched a merch range. It's literally called Carve It Up. The link is in my description box. So if you click on that, thank you, Lena. If you click on that, it will take you straight there. Carve it up, baby. Brilliant. Sorry that the little text box is a bit. You should do one of falling over, right? Yeah, well, she'll make another appearance just now. And I got baby boy up there in his nappy time. Okay, this is way too much fun. I didn't really know exactly what to put on this merch, but I just think when you say it's carve it up, I did the lips design because like so damn sexy, baby. And then obviously the claws for like Grizzly books, so I don't have to put my logo on there or anything. You'll know it's a OG thing. So yeah. Okay. So, with regard to listen to this, with regard to what's looking in the passenger side of Shanann's vehicle when he entered the garage, he does not recall looking in Shanann's vehicle. He doesn't remember that? Lies. But he possibly opened the passenger door because Atkinson had mentioned seeing the girls' car seats. Huh? How weird is it that he wants to hide whatever he was looking for in that car or whatever he took in his hand, put in his pocket, whatever he did in that car? I don't know. Like, he's just like, no, I don't recall that. Like, as if. Yeah, and just so you guys know, the merch, Teespring normally has like a default price that you set things at. And then, you know, I find it a little bit high, but I've set it as low as possible. So for anyone who buys the shirt, I literally only make $1. Okay? So if you see the prices, if it's like $20, I tried to make some of the shirts even low, $15. I'm going to make $1. So it's not like, you know, I want to make it as low as possible so that if anyone wants to get it, it doesn't cost whatever Teespring thinks it should. You know what I mean? The ring. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. The ring. I think I think it was like, oh my word, quickly get the ring. Oh my word, that's just so scary. I think the ring was probably on the seat, right? I don't know why the ring was on the seat. That's actually kind of weird. But the ring was probably on the seat. Then he says, okay. He does not recall looking at Shanann's vehicle, but he possibly opened the passenger door because Atkinson had mentioned seeing the girls' car seats. Like, yeah, right. He didn't even speak to Atkinson. He threw the sheet to their bed away the day after the murders, which would be on Tuesday. So remember when we talked about the sheet, and then on the Monday, the cops had been there like 3 times combing the house and they didn't find the sheet. And then on Tuesday, the sheet was there. Yes, he claims that he threw the sheet away then. I don't know about that, huh? Yeah, the ring. We're talking about Shanann's wedding ring. I think he got that from the car when he opened her Lexus, right? The white car. Oh, man. Again, trigger warning. I say again because I just streamed on the wrong place. Okay. So here we go. When you strangle someone, sometimes they evacuate their bowels, and that occurred with Shanann, and that was the reason he threw away the sheet. What kind of BS is that to say? Like, you know why I threw away the sheet? Yeah, evacuating her bowels. Like, no, you threw away the sheet because you murdered your entire family and your wife. Like, seriously? What reason is this to give? Okay, then, if you say so, dude. With regard to what's his communication with his father the morning he picked him up from the airport, it was strange when he picked up his father because he knew it was probably the last time he would see him on the outside. His father just wanted to talk about sports when they were in the car together. Well, do you blame the guy a little bit? I mean, yes, we don't want to deflect in this moment, but like, How else are you going to get him to talk, am I right? His father always tries to deflect the conversations and change the conversation when they needed to discuss something important. Yes, this was not just something important, this was you murdering your entire family. So also don't blame your dad for being slightly awkward when a situation like this arises, right, Chris Watts? His father asked him Watts if he knew where Shanann and the girls were. Maybe he kind of figured out something maybe happened and he just wanted to talk to me as a son. Like, maybe, yeah. It's so weird how he literally has no capacity to think about what the other person might be thinking or experiencing, right? Do you get that vibe? Yes. He was told his father never left during his, entire polygraph and interview, which, as we know, took hours. So his dad was just sitting there the whole time. Sorry, I know it's annoying when my arm is cut off like that. I need to move across. Sorry, and then you're hearing paper noises and everything. Hold on. There. Like that? A little bit better? Okay. Ooh, don't drop the papers. If his father knew what actually happened, his father would have told him to admit what he had done. Okay. Obvious. His mother always, okay, but that's interesting because now he gives the contrast. His mother was always the more aggressive one in his parents' marriage, which I think means my father would have said, just admit to it. And it sort of implies that his mother would be like, no, you fight for it. And to this day, she's still saying he must fight, fight, fight. His and Shanann's marriage seemed to mirror Shanann's mom and dad's relationship. Shanann, similar to her mother, and he, Watts, was like Shanann's father. What up, Matilda? Matilda, I do believe you're the lady that pointed out, like that first said carve it up. Now we're a whole carve it up gang. Now it's literally like my opening line, carve it up. I know Chris Watts says it a lot and we all laughed at that video and we all love it, but I do believe you were the first one to type out carve it up. Now we've got a whole merch range. Yes, I don't get why neither thought about a lawyer. I mean, damn, NK should have thought about one quick. Her dad, right? I cannot believe his family in court right in front of Shanann's family said they forgive him. Yep. Yes. And didn't want the death sentence for him, am I right? They forgive him? Why? Oh no, I don't know. That's difficult. Okay. So what I find interesting here is that he says that his mother was always the more aggressive one, and basically his father was the more passive one, which is exactly how his marriage seemed to be. But then he doesn't click. He then says, our marriage was just like Shanann's parents. Okay. It's so weird. Shanann's similar to her mother and he was like Shanann's father. Shanann's mother always told her she would marry someone like her father. Okay, but then Chris Watts, the same goes for you. You should have been told that you would probably marry someone like your mother. You know, like it's a bit weird that he's trying to figure this out, you know, here. Yeah, I can't even. If it was Cindy with him, he definitely would have lawyered up. I agree, he definitely would have lawyered up. True. And that would have been so good, actually, just for the sake of go to trial, go to trial. Oh, it would have been so good going to trial. She would be like, don't you accept that plea deal, you go to trial. Oh my word, actually Cindy should have been there to save the day. Then we could have all seen him go to trial. I know, right? Oh my word, that would have been so amazing. So then he says Shanann's father always liked him because he helped fix Shanann's car when they were dating. Okay. I really hope that people don't only like people, like if you have kids and they start dating people, that you don't only like them when they fix light bulbs or cars. You know what I mean? Remember when NK was like, wow, like this is the man for me because he fixed something in my apartment. Like, just raise your standards just a little bit. Trial, oh my word, a trial. That's probably what we all are dying for, right? A friggin' trial. Yes, Chris Watts, file your 35C appeal or whatever it is. We want a trial. That would be amazing. Now he says the following. He has always been the one to help people, not hurt them. Okay. All right then. It's very nice. It's just that after helping everyone his whole life, yep, he's going to take out his whole family. Like, oh my word. Free mechanic, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's helpful, but it definitely shouldn't be like it feels like in the NK situation, when she explains like, wow, you fixed something in my apartment. And when he says here, yeah, you always liked me because I helped fix Shanann's car. Okay, it just feels like that once someone in this situation, in these scenarios, once they've done that, they're like, wow, okay, all the brownie points have been, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you always liked me after that. But it must never be that easy, okay? Oh my word, we want a trial. We want a trial. I like that you said, I mean, trial, I know, but Triller sounds even cooler. For real. I'm not even joking. Triller. We want a Triller motto. Okay, let me not swear on here. NK saying she wanted to learn about cars, and Chris Watts was a gearhead. Weird that she couldn't imagine learning new on her own. Yeah, new on her own. I know, right? Even though she had an engineering degree, am I right? She had an engineering degree, I believe. Oh man, so even that's a big lie, right? She's like, I had no idea. Yes, okay, except for everything you studied. Okay, so then he says he never tried to change Shanann. I find that very strange. It's got a bitter feeling when I read it that he's almost like, I never tried to change Shanann, meaning implying speculatively that maybe he means that she tried to change him. We want a Triller. We want a Triller. I know, I like it. I just like it. Carve it up. We want a Triller. That was just the bait. Yes, exactly. And then he says, Shanann's husband in her first marriage was more like her mother and it didn't work. Like, I just find that's like almost like a little kid trying to explain something. Whereas he could have just said Shanann and her ex-husband were both very strong-headed people and they clashed because of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, in geology, but I do believe she studied something in engineering as well. She did have one in geology. But I read somewhere that she was studying friggin' engineering or something, and then I was like, really? But maybe it's just geology, I don't know. Not just geology. There's no shade on geology. I love geology. I just mean, I thought it said somewhere engineering. Yeah, she was an environment scientist or engineer. Okay. Which is why they had her on safety operations for the oil tanks. Okay, that makes sense. So would she have then studied geology to be the environment scientist or engineer? Am I right? You're so funny. Carve it up. We want a Triller. I just really like that. I need another shirt. We want a Triller. We're the Triller gang now. Triller gang. We want a Triller. With regard to if Watts knew walking into the police department the morning of the polygraph that he would confess to what happened. He knew there was a reason he was brought back into the police department the following day. Like, really? You knew there was a reason? He says the polygraph was horrible. It was horrible. He was asked questions for 3 to 4 hours before the polygraph. And then he says, it's like you just break down somebody's brain to where like, to mush, to jello. I know you guys have a job and you have a plan and you executed it. Yes, Chris Watts, you also had a job, you had a plan, but you did not execute it well at all. Literally destroyed people's lives for absolutely nothing. He knew when he was asked about what he did on Saturday night, and he had to talk about the Rockies game, it was going to be a thorough interview. Why? Because you like literally had to lie so blatantly, more blatantly than before, because you did not go to that Rockies game. Walking in there that day, just walking into that room, I knew I wasn't walking out. Well, I should try it, huh? With regard to Watts' media interviews, oh, the infamous media interviews. He never wanted to speak with the media. He felt like the media was going to continue to knock on his door until he answered. So it's like, before there's even peer pressure, he's already caved. Baby boy, that's why he's up there with his nappy. I hope you can see that. Baby boy, be wearing a nappy. He's like, but they were going to knock on my door all day, so I might as well just do an interview. Nicole Atkinson called him, so now he's blaming Nicole, right? Nicole Atkinson called him and told him Fox would be at his house at 10:30 for an interview. Okay. So Nicole Atkinson said that, and you just had to do it? Is that what you're trying to say? Seriously, this guy will like literally listen to anyone's instructions. He doesn't even want to know what he said or what he looked like on the news. Oh, but we all know what you said, and we all know what you look like. Carve it up, Whiskey Pete in the house. Whiskey Pete, we got a merch range now. The link is in the description box. There's men's shirts, women's shirts, there's cell phone covers, mugs, tumblers, stickers, and it all says carve it up. We also have a new one now, which is we want a thriller, which means we want a trial. We want a thriller. Yeah. Kirsten is nappy. Baby boy. He's like, but Nicole Atkinson told me that I had to, so I had to. Okay. Literally, he's like, that mommy and that lady told me to do it, so I did it. Like, he literally has, like, major mommy issues, am I right? Like, really, like, literally, on my word, I just see it so clearly now. He's just like, okay, but that other lady, which is his wife, you know, that lady was nice to me. No, that lady was not nice to me, yeah. But then I met this other lady, and she told me what to do, so I just did all of that. And then when all that unraveled, he's like, but then this friend lady, she also told me what to do, so I just did it. Okay, dude, like, we believe you. And then he says, some people said it made it look worse after the fact. Yeah, don't say. Didn't listen to the inmates when they suggested he put his head in a toilet. That's true, actually. He only listens to what ladies say because he got mommy issues. Oh, my word. Thank you so much. I hope you guys all heard. I set the price as low as possible. Don't ever think I'm making major profit off this. I'm just making it for fun for you guys. I make $1 per item that is bought. Okay? On my entire range. I have a huge range. I've got the Grizzly books range and a whole bunch of stuff on there. But now I got Carve It Up. And thankfully that name wasn't taken. They were fine with it on Teespring. Sorry for the straw noise. My metal straw. You know, sorry, tiny little rant. They always say straws, right? Save the turtles. And they show us these horrendous images. But what about those stupid little plastic things on every freaking loaf of bread? Never mind all the plastic on the bread, on the veggies, on the fruit, on everything. And I'm not saying just use straws, but I find it so weird how they're like zoned in on straws. But like, what about that stupid stuff? Because you know when you buy bread and you take that little stupid thing off, you just chuck it. Just chuck it. No, okay, wait. Are you the type of person that's going to actually roll the loaf, the loaf plastic and then put that little peg back on? Damn, who are you, man? Really? Anyway, so, but I do have a metal straw, okay? And that noise is there sometimes. Sorry. Okay. He ended up just lying to more and more people by talking to the media. Yeah, don't say. You would have lied anyway, dude. He heard he looked like a heartless, soulless person. Yes, the same as your attorneys told you. Your attorneys told you that you need to show more emotion if you are going to trial because you look like a heartless and soulless person. Gin and tonic. I actually just have lemon juice and water tonight. Keeping it thirsty, keeping it healthy, carving it up tonight. I will play that other little clip again just now, so if anyone missed it. We'll take a little break. What's the time? Okay. It's going well tonight. I've got to work through this page and the page after. And then tomorrow we got 4 more pages. And then I don't know if you've seen my guest lineup, but oh my goodness, I got some guests rolling in. Frankly, I'm a little bit nervous. If you see the credentials these people have, wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm going to make them say carve it up. Oh my word, I can't wait. When I was on the Police Off the Cuff show, someone in the audience asked me to say, how dare you? I am going to ask them to say, carve it up. We need a thriller. We want a thriller. Okay, but definitely carve it up. Okay, with regard to if Watts spoke to Kessinger after the murders. He spoke to Kessinger on Monday, August 13th, 2018. Yes, we saw you freaking typing with your damn thumbs the whole way there. Typing on the video, right? The body cam one. He and Kessinger texted and then spoke on the phone. Can you imagine what the two of them said to each other? Remember that message that she sent to him that said, like, oh my God, that would be absolutely ridiculous. They would freak out. Any guesses as to what she said? What did she say? Like, oh my word. Okay, Annie says, I saw a presentation this weekend that showed there were 28 seconds law enforcement cut from Nate's footage. You could see someone walk out of the garage. For real? Right after Chris Watts backed his truck into the garage, you could see red taillights in front of his truck on the driveway. Oh my word. I just saw a vid where you can read exactly what was said when Ronnie came into the room for confession. It was weird. Tell us, Sunny Day, exactly what was said. Ah, thank you so much. They're all like ex-NYPD, major sergeant detective dudes, like little head honchos, like, oh my word. And my wish and hope and dream is one day I'll have Dr. Park Dietz on this channel. You know who that is? Literally the character Hannibal was formed out of him, not because he's a cannibal, it's because he's a freaking amazing criminal forensic psychologist, psychiatrist. And I knew him from writing the Jeffrey Dahmer book, and he was at the trial. But anyway, that is a long story, but I'm working on having him on the show one day too. Marshmallow cereal, supposedly. What? What? What are we saying about marshmallow cereal? Okay, so they texted, but I wonder what was going on about, oh my God, that would be ridiculous. They would freak out. Like, what? On Tuesday, August 14, 2018, Kessinger kept asking him weird questions through text message to try and determine if it was really him. Kessinger asked him what his dog's name was and what yoga studio he went to. Yes, because that's what an innocent person does. Oh, yeah. Really? Yeah, marshmallow cereal, supposedly. What? Imagine if it is something that silly, right? I mean, after confession, Ronnie was feeding Chris Watts lines and Chris Watts repeated, like when Ronnie said, what did you do to hold the bodies? Ooh. Okay. Oh, damn. Ronnie was carving it up. I'm back just carving up my work clothes. You better carve it up. So on Tuesday, August 14th, so Kessinger kept asking him weird questions to find out if it was really him, which is like, yes, that makes her look very, very innocent. It was possible Kessinger believed Shanann had his cell phone and she was just making sure. Yes, I'm sure that's what she was thinking. Yes, we believe you, baby boy. Oh, sis. Can you imagine that, though? Carve it up. That's what Chris Watts was texting to NK at Nate's. He was texting about marshmallow cereal. What does it mean? What does it signify? I don't understand. What? Oh, my word. I don't know. I'm like shook right now. I'm like, marshmallow cereal? What? That one I haven't read before. Maybe one day I'll have AD on the show and Chicken Lady, am I right? Make a couple of enemies on YouTube just by doing that. Anyway, if you guys have guests that you want me to interview or suggestions, let me know. I'll try and contact them. Ronnie was reacting like it was the first time he had heard the confession and really thought Shanann killed the girls. Yeah, I believe so, right? Oh my word, cute picture. Look at the cat. So, Kessinger told him it was the last time he would hear from her and she was going to stay with her friend, Jim. You sure were. Yeah, it wasn't the first time you heard the confession. Interesting, right? So she was going to stay with her friend, Jim. Kessinger told him not to contact her until this is done. Until this is done. Until this is done. Don't contact me until this is done. What's this? Like, did she really think he's going to get away with it? Kessinger told him to delete everything on his cell phone. He didn't delete everything from Kessinger, and he's not sure why. Well, that's interesting. When he was on vacation in San Diego, he told his friend Mark, they put Mark in about Kessinger. Mark had a similar situation occur where he started dating a female who was engaged and the female ended up cheating on him. What, with the dude that she was engaged to? He started dating a female who was engaged and that female cheated on him with her husband. She went on to marry him. How dare she? She is so full of it, right? Dare you to contact was to carve it up on the show? Yeah, I don't think I can. Like literally, obviously, he has absolutely no rights to do that. So that ain't gonna happen. But Claire, I dare you to find NK. We'll have her on the show, carving it up. Okay, so when he was on vacation in San Diego, he told his friend Mark, sorry, Kirsten, I already read this, but like, I just find it weird. I was like, that female ended up cheating on him. And as I say, probably with the man she went on to marry. He never completely opened up to Mark about Kissinger and wished he did because Mark may have been able to offer him some advice. Like, yeah, right. Chris Watts asked his dad if he should call his boss and he wouldn't be into work. This is after the confession. Oh my word. Okay, that's interesting. Feel free to comment the link later. I wonder if you can comment links. I actually don't know. Don't know if I have that enabled or not, but damn, okay. Yeah, should I call my boss and say I'm not going to work today? Maybe. Actually, no. You're just going straight to prison. Oh, my word. With regard to Kissinger being directly or indirectly involved in the murders, she had her moments where I had to talk... What? She had her moments where I had to talk her like off a ledge kind of deal. So let's read that one more time. With regard to Kissinger being directly or indirectly involved in the murders, his answer is, she had her moments where I had to talk her like off a ledge kind of deal. Very interesting choice of words. So she had her moments where I, Chris Watts, had to talk her like off a ledge kind of deal. I think it's cool. Cool, like the choice of words is just magical. We can read a lot from this, right? Yeah, she can wear the t-shirt, carve it up. It was Mommy Rambling, a bit older one that she read transcript. Oh, yeah, okay. I never could hear Ronnie. Yeah, me neither. I could never hear them mumbling. That's the thing. I've actually never seen that. I must go look at Mommy Rambling. It's Mark's fault that Chris Watts didn't try and confide in him. I mean, that's just the worst friend in the world. Why would Mark not just give him better advice? Chris Watts loves to blame people, huh? Anyway, I just like it. This sentence that he said, she had her moments where I had to talk her like off a ledge kind of deal. Why are you talking off a ledge? What ledge are you talking about? Why is she losing her mind? Huh? What kind of deal did you make? And I think she was probably talking him off the ledge, to be honest, to tell him that he's made a deal and he can't back out of it now. There were videos of Kissinger recording herself because she was bipolar. Okay. You mean in his secret calculator and everywhere else on his phone? There were videos of her recording herself. Oh, because she was bipolar. Okay, that doesn't explain anything. That's not how bipolar works. His father or his attorney told him about a few videos Kissinger made where she was talking about being bipolar. Okay? His father or attorney told him about a few videos. Right. This is very weird. Okay, she would get worked up about nothing, he said. Getting worked out about nothing? I think she got really worked up that you weren't leaving your wife for her immediately, that you weren't impregnating her immediately, that you weren't going to marry her immediately, and that you couldn't wipe out your family faster or not. Am I wrong? She sat in a truck and texted him after she saw Shanann's pictures like a salty teenager. I know, right? Oh my gosh. You got to check out the transcript of the confession. I thought I had heard everything in this case. This is the thing with this case. Every time we think we've heard everything, we just didn't. I mean, some person commented, did I say this yesterday? I don't know, but they commented on my video saying, why are you so obsessed with this case? You must move on. Like, okay, I'm on what silent, okay? There's a whole bunch of us here. We're busy carving it up. That's such a weird question. Why are you so obsessed with this? Because at every turn, there's more and more and more to find out. The more you dig, the more you find. Musty bikini pic. Brown bikini pic, huh? What did she expect? She was going to see in his wife's house, right? NK lost her mind when she saw his house and all the nice things. I know, right? She thought she was busy carving it up in her friggin' bachelorette pad with her dog who loved Chris Watts. She's like, look what I have. I'm fancy. And then she came over to the house like, oh, damn. She's like, what is going on here? Yeah, thrift store brown bikini. I'm very careful to not say who buys a brown bikini. I want to say it, but I don't want to insult anyone in case they have a brown bikini. If you have a brown bikini, okay. But just know that there's so many other colors to choose. I just can't ever imagine choosing a brown bikini. I don't get it. I mean, if it was J-Lo, maybe I'd understand any color bikini, but like NK choosing a brown bikini. And those pictures in that bathroom, what is going on? Oh no. He carved it up after that, right? Ronnie said that Cindy always said that Shanann had an evil side. Ronnie said that, of course, Cindy would say that. Of course. I'm going to say that Cindy reminds me of my own mother. My mother's name is actually Sandy. So Sandy, Cindy, you know what I'm saying? And my mother would also point out everyone else's evil side. But like, look in the mirror. Musty brown bikini. It's all for all that backdoor action. Sorry, that was gross. She needed to be the first at something. Backdoor, yeah. And then she wanted to bring forth him a son, because we all know that's how pregnancy works. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Like, I will bring you a son. Yes. Yeah, I don't think Brown was helping her do that, right? I don't want to know. Maybe she has an OnlyFans account. That's where she'd be thriving these days. She'd be on OnlyFans like, hi, I miss your face. She's there on OnlyFans in her brown bikini, carving it up, raking in the cash. Claire, should I tell them about this podcast that I found the other day? Yeah. OnlyFans. NK is there. No. Okay, no accusations. Speculatively, allegedly. Just joking. The only thing that Cindy could come with in an interview about Shanann was Chris Watts' skateboard hair gel. Yeah. Weird, right? Skateboard hair gel. Okay. Okay, wait, where are we? So he said she would get worked up about nothing, but like it's not nothing. You two committed, okay, or he committed, allegedly committed a very, very terrible crime, but it's like she would get worked out about nothing. Yeah, okay. Okay, like, but for real, I'm watching Beverly Hills 90210. I think I'm on season 7, and Valerie gets equally worked up, and all I can see is NK when she's like that. I'm just like, what are you expecting? Anyway. Today I watched the Scott Peterson, a whole bunch of Scott Peterson stuff. Do you guys want me to cover that? Because, wow. Wow. It's almost like Chris Watts was learning from that case of, it was so interesting. I'm pretty sure him and NK discussed it. Based on her looking up, you know, Amber Fry's stuff, and did people hate her, and like how much was she worth? What's her net worth? What was her book deal worth? He must have known a little something. Because he went straight to the media, whereas Scott Peterson didn't, which was his strategy. So it's literally like Chris Watts did the opposite. Literally, as if it was a manual. Like, don't do this, do this. Don't do this, do this. It didn't work out for him. Yeah, I can do that. Are you saying yes to that, I'm guessing? Scott Peterson. And then today's terrible story that I shared on Grizzly News. I don't know if you guys see that. I live stream that now in the morning as well, but I think you guys are on a weird time zone compared to me, right? I might be in the weird time zone, but in the mornings usually. It's actually more like midday for me. I do Grizzly News. And today, one of the stories is about Matthew Taylor. Is that his name? Matthew Taylor Conrad, or Matthew Taylor. And this guy murdered his 2 children, a 2-year-old boy and a 10-month-old girl, with a spear fishing gun. Like, I just can't. Like, I didn't think anyone could be worse than Watts. in the family annihilation way, because that's a whole category, I guess, of its own. I mean, I write about serial killers, so they're bad, but like this family annihilation, like when you murder your own family. Chris Watts is bad, bad, bad. But like, ooh, this guy that I read about today. Yeah. Is Susan the one that's called True Psych Ward? Because I saw that. Okay, cool. That news was bad. That story, it's still a developing story. I mean, the guy's charged with murder, but like, he had some weird beliefs and then just suddenly took his kids out early in the morning and murdered them with a spearfishing gun? What? Okay, cool. I will do Scott Peterson. Oh, my word, yeah. Going to investigate this. There was one in California. The child, the kids, was that? Yes, that one. Vlad, original Dracula. Maybe, yeah. OnlyFans. Yeah, NK's on OnlyFans. That's how she's making her money these days. Because, you know, she found her new dream job. Carving it up. I think it's that one. He was saying that he believed that his children were going to become monsters. He believed in, I don't know if I should say these trigger words. Something very illuminated. And also Canaan? Yeah, that was, whoo, that story. Yeah, NK got to raise funds to see a man in prison. I know, right? Okay, Susan Bourne's channel, pretty good. She talked the lady into letting her see. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, I didn't see that. I just saw that other lady, I always mess up this name, True Psych Ward, that went on this whole journey, the adventure to like drive everywhere between Surrey, between the house to NK's house, and then went to the police department and got like files, like massive files, not just the 2,000-page document that I've downloaded. Not that, like a whole file on the stuff, but some stuff was left out, huh? Okay, cool. Yes, they are a trigger word. I gotta be careful with these trigger words. Shut that live stream right down, am I right? Kissinger came to his house one time on July 4th, 2018. As if we believe that. Her fake ta-ta. Wouldn't earn ish on OnlyFans unless she muted her videos. Oh my word. Okay, so this is not to at all throw shade at anyone. No one. There's this podcast. It's just for interest's sake. It's called Crimology, okay? I was sending it to Claire the other day because like I literally thought I found NK because her voice is exactly the same. So if you want to have some fun, go listen to just a bit of that. And I'm like, I found NK, but apparently it's not her because I found their Instagram profiles and everything, and I'm like, okay, my bad. And I would never tell someone you sound like NK because it's like the worst thing you could say to someone. But like, I really thought I found her. Right? I think she was driving the Lexus. I think she was freaking in the kitchen. She was driving the Lexus. She was probably in the bed. She was freaking downstairs there with a purple sleeping mask. I think she was fighting at the house, which is what Nate probably heard. She went in the back of Watt's house, ran into Nate too. Oh, showed how easy it was to get into the back of the house. Not that I believed anyone helped. Yep. Yeah, Dr. B, True Crime Psych Ward. Okay, but that's a different one that we're saying. Susan Bounds is different to, yeah, Dr. B. I like True Crime Psych Ward. That's like such a cool channel there as well. But she stopped talking about this case because have you seen, I watched a 3-hour live stream she did. Like I literally mean, I know it sounds funny when you say this case is dangerous to talk about, but like, whoa, the things that she showed on her live stream of what people do and how many literal organizations, if I can call it that, they are, that target channels that talk about it. Wow. I know, right? Me neither. That guy is really bad though. Sure. He didn't harm his wife though. He just harmed the children, which is so hectic. Okay, so we're done with that. He woke up the morning of July 4th, 2018 at Kessinger's house because he didn't have to work that day. So remember, he says Kessinger came to his house one time on July 4th, and then the very next sentence says he woke up on the morning of July 4th at Kessinger's house because he didn't have to work that day. When he woke up, he had 10 missed calls from Shanann. Wow, obviously your wife's freaking looking for you. NK's friend Danielle looks a lot like Shanann. It's crazy. I don't know. Okay. That's not the lady that tried to mimic her, right? Because that was weird. There was a lady that did her hair like Shanann, that dressed like her, and sent letters and photos to Chris Watson. He actually started communicating with her, which I find so weird. Oh my goodness. That is weird, though. If she has a friend that looks a lot like Shanann, like... Oh my word, I don't know. The psychology of this case, my goodness. Okay, when he went outside and called Shanann back, and Shanann was pissed. Well, obviously, she tried to call you 10 times. Shanann yelled at him and asked him where he was at. He told Shanann he was sleeping, and Shanann told him she didn't know where he was at and hung up on him. Yep. Yeah, that live stream. So if you go to that channel, Dr. B, True Crime Psych Ward, it's actually one of her latest live streams that she maybe did, I don't know actually exactly when. I don't know if it was 3 months ago, but she literally talks about the drama on What's Island, the drama, the YouTube drama of the channels here, and just I actually honestly got scared. I'm like, I need to stop talking about this case because it's actually scary. It's like they have her social security number, they have her address, they have her nephew's names and numbers, they have family members' names, they have everything. They like literally go on an absolute kind of like a witch hunt, but it's actually they're like gangster people, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just is really hectic. There's massive groups that look out for channels that talk about this, and then they absolutely go all out, but I mean like Hitman style, you know? What if Chris married NK in a year or two, he would be in the same place? That's what I'm saying. Like, he's so dumb. Like, it would be exactly the same. Like, relationships take work, you know? And he would probably cheat on her too. The thing is, you know, when a mistress pushes so hard for that guy to leave his family, let's say to divorce and not to wipe out. This is the problem, because he was trying to make a lot of money by doing what he did. But if you're going to push a man to leave his family to be with you, you'll have a poor cheater as a partner. Like, why do you want that? He'll do it again. And he's poor after being divorced, you know what I mean? Yes, she and Danielle was in town visiting the weekend before the murders. I gotta check out this Danielle. I don't think I've really checked that out much. I think I've seen it, but I didn't really analyze it. But like, oh no, I'm gonna take a second look at that. I think Chris Watts couldn't stand the thought of getting caught cheating and divorce, right? Claire is talking about the podcast, right? It really sounds like her though. It's scary. So I'm like, oh my word, I found NK and Jim, because it's a lady and a guy that do this podcast. And I'm like, wow. I think she was scared off. Yep. Narcissists love to attempt to use themselves to replace things as though they're in competition. People, homes, pets, trauma. NK was legit offended that her friend had her dad pass away the same week. I remember that. Oh my word. I remember how absolutely cold she was towards that friend, right? She was offended that her friend had her dad pass away the same week. Yeah, because like, hello, all the attention's on me. There are some very powerful, there are some powerful, scary people wanting to keep this case quiet. I know it is actually dangerous to talk about this case. It just is. I mean, my channel's still small, so I'm glad I can do it right now in the beginning. But I just have to be careful with this one. But yeah, we can talk about Scott Peterson and then just rope in a couple of similarities, you know, compare the two things like that. By the way, do you still want me to do that episode on Wednesday where I'm comparing Jodi Arias and Casey Anthony? Is that worth doing? I've read a couple of articles on the comparisons, but I realize, I mean, the big thing is that they're both friggin' big ass liars. Like, but yeah, if you want me to do something else, let me know. Obviously, I'm here for the long run, so we can cover a lot of things over the months and years or whatever. So even if I do that on Wednesday, there's no problem. Don't worry. Next week we'll cover something else. Which video? Are you talking about the podcast? Yes. Okay. I'm guessing the yes is for the Jody Arias and Casey Anthony similarities. Chris would have to be open-minded with with Jim in the bedroom, right? Yes. I'll take over when you're done. Just read the interview so we don't have to listen to NK and make our ears bleed. Yeah. Right? Just reading the interviews. Okay, so so she was pissed, right? Obviously. Jeez. He went back inside and told Kessinger he had to go home in case Shanann called back. Kessinger asked him if he was going to come back, and he said no. Kessinger was pissed that he left. Okay. Kessinger said she felt like she was always going to be second fiddle. Yes. Cover the written transcript of confession to Dad. Dialogue after Dad in that room. Dangerous territory. But yeah, I will look for that. Yeah. Very interesting on Arias and Anthony. Yeah, I'm gonna do that on Wednesday then. Wait, I was gonna say something. Hold on. Google three-way. Oh yeah. So I don't know if YouTube removes comments by themselves because maybe it's got some offensive language. I'm not sure. Or if some of my moderators do it. But someone commented that how can I say, and it's not me saying it, it's just like part of the case. How can I say that NK wanted to give him a son when she was looking up backdoor action? That's not the way to make a son. I'm like, interesting. Oh my word. When she says that, I was listening to an hour and a half or whatever, again, out of the NK interview yesterday. I jump on my trampoline. I have like a little training trampoline. Then I listen to this like true crime stuff. But like, oh, I was listening to it. And when she's like, oh, they're so weird. Like, he's a dad. Oh, no. Oh, Rocky Road. Yeah, we need to row away quietly. We've got some thugs going on. Yeah, Watts Island friggin' cannibals, am I right? That'll come after anyone who talks about this case. It's really scary. Especially now that AD is not really talking about it too much on his channel. That scares me too, because I'm like, he doesn't really care about those thugs. But like now he's also not talking about it much. NK mentioned that she would have to wake knowing she messed around with a married man that led to murders. Well, yeah. Well, I think she's playing the pity card there. Okay. So then he says, Kessinger told him she researched online if mistresses could turn into a real relationship. Around the first week of August, he told Kessinger he talked to Shanann about separating, so Kessinger started looking for apartments for him and wedding dresses. Kessinger never asked him to get rid of his family. His relationship with Kessinger contributed to the murders, but she never asked him to do anything. I call BS. Both interviews, she used the same line, same tone, same fake tears. The park interview and then the one with her dad. It was rehearsed AF. I agree. Ooh. And creepy, right? NK as a mom. Oh my word. That is scary. Imagine if NK was your mom. I don't know. I just get this fear that just like floods my friggin' chest. Like, that would be so scary. Okay, looking for apartments and wedding dresses. Kessinger never asked him to get rid of his family and it contributed, but she never asked him to do anything. Kessinger never knew if she wanted to have kids, but she told him she wished she could give him a son. Oh, she wanted to. With him. Kessinger never knew Shanann was pregnant. BS. You said it. BS. BS. Give us a B and a big S, because Kissinger never knew Shanann was pregnant. You mean all those hours of cyber stalking her led to nothing when she was online all the time? Yeah, right. NK talking to Chris on the skateboard. She would be checking the baby's, micros and macros and just counting calories all day long or whatever, right? Oh my word. I still don't know how she does that giggle. I really don't know. You couldn't come to the relationship broke, right? That's why she's like, I'll look for apartments for you. Like, you're not living off me. See, if she ended up pregnant, that'd explain why this would be covered up. I would hope it would be a girl. Right? That's also my thought. Like, what if she did end up pregnant? Wait, how old would that kid be now, right? Oh my word. There would be a mini-me. Oh my goodness. If it was possible Kissinger saw Shanann was pregnant from Facebook, but Kissinger never mentioned it to him if she saw it. With regard to the possibility he named his son Nico after Kissinger, Shanann picked the name for their son. I was also wondering about that because I'm like, damn, it's like Nicole Kissinger and it's like Nico. But Nico was an Italian name chosen by Shanann, just like Bella Celeste. Yes? I'm saying Celeste like that because is that Italian? Is Celeste an Italian name? But she was trying to, she was picking names according to her Italian heritage, which she was proud of. And so Nico was a name that she chose. He wanted to spell his son's name N-E-K-O. That's weird. I think she will. It's impossible in this world to not surface, right? How would she not ever be found? Right? I'm sure we live in such a world with so many cameras, so much social media. I mean, is she just never going to be on TikTok, OnlyFans, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat? Nothing? She's not going to be part of this world. I mean, she would. She's probably still Googling Shanann. Both their middle names were Lee too, right? So, yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Oh my word, this is so freaky. And it's so weird how he wants to spell the name N-E-K-O. Nico. Instead of N-I-C-O. Because he probably wants it like N-K. But Shanann said no. Nico is an Italian name that Shanann always liked. He did not get to pick any of his children's names, but he told Shanann he liked them. Okay, so clearly he's a little bit bitter there because he clearly doesn't really like them. Yep. Dr. Phil for big money. What are we saying over there, Sunny Day? I mean, Dr. Phil went all out on talking about NK, huh? She wants to be found or else she'd have moved out to Colorado by now. She was talking in an interview about having this like very safe house that she wouldn't tell anyone where it is in Denver, Colorado, that no one would find her. She could just walk down like, I was imagining like a gravel road and just fetch the mail and no one would see her. So it's like out in the wild. Also, why does she have that house? Why? It was probably one of her dad's, like, I don't know. But like, it's so weird. Oh yeah. Oh my word. What if she's like writing her book this whole time? Because she was researching like Amber Fry's net worth and like book deals and stuff. Amber Fry book deals. So she's like, feels like she resonates with the story. I think she targeted this family and probably mimicked the story, maybe, allegedly. But what if she's writing a book this whole time? Oh my word, that will shock us all. And then she'll see, we all talk about this case and that book will just be an absolute friggin' bestseller just because we'll be like, what? NK, what? So let me play this carve it up thing again for you guys. Is it here? we go, carving it up. NK trying to manipulate and seduce Dr. Phil like she did the detectives. Why did the detective sound so freaking flirty? It was so cringy. She's lazy AF. She's going to wait for another woman to write it for her. Yeah. She's probably on Fiverr or something, getting people to write it for her. No, I read her notes. That lady isn't articulate in terms of her literary talents. Just the backdoor stuffs. Yeah. True, true, true. Well, I'm so sorry for starting off the first 15 minutes on the wrong damn stream. That will never happen again. I've got to check these friggin' stream keys. Very important. Because I use OBS to have these cool backgrounds and all these effects that I do. I hope you guys enjoy all these little special touches that I prepare for you. And yeah, if you want one of these carve it up ones, I mean, I also want one. I can't right now, but I will be able to order one soon, I guess. Carve it up. I don't know. I don't even know if I would, like, I would want the shirt, definitely, right? Makes you wonder if NK was pregnant at the time. Explains why she disappeared. Right. And imagine if it is a son. Oh my word, and she will send him pictures and everything. So hectic. Let me close this window right here. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Tomorrow night we will finish up with these transcripts. We've got 4 pages left, and then we've worked through a 29-page document over 6 parts. My goodness. And then Wednesday, I'm doing a comparison of Jodi Arias and Casey Anthony. Even though I could throw in some Ezra McCandless in there too. One day we'll do that. One day I want to talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Joseph Fritzl, that whole case. I want to talk about a whole bunch of things, and obviously lots of prolific serial killers. And then all these news stories that happen, you know. Thank you so much. Yeah, she's like proper gone into hiding. We want a thriller. I don't know. She said that he brought condoms to her house, but like, really? Where did he keep it at his house? Thank you so much for being here. Blue, what's up? We're about to wrap it up, Blue, but the video will be available for you to watch if you did want to. We played a whole bunch of funny stuff of carving it up. The merch range is over there. If anyone is interested, there are men's shirts and women's shirts. So even though I'm showing this one here, you might think, is that just for women? No, there's men's ones, women's ones. There's all sorts of stuff. I just showed you some examples here. I should probably get the mug, actually. That'll be quite cool. So the link is below. Every other link that you need, whatever, is below. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Matilda, you made me think. You made me think about these, when you told me that you researched, and people cry on average once a year. And I'm like, really? And then I researched it. I'm like, no, I definitely cry more than once a year. Just not in public, on camera. But like, that is so shocking, right? I hope that you're doing okay. I hope everyone's feeling okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true that she's saying he brought condoms over. I'm pretty sure she was trying, though. Pretty sure she was. But we will finish this off tomorrow night. We will talk more about it. We will carve it up. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. I mean, you guys, wow, you are OGs. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.